Well, hello people, and welcome to Anno 1800. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I've been meaning to play this game for quite a long time and have been asked on the channel over the years to play this game repeatedly. So we're finally going to give it a go today, so we'll just dive straight into a new game. Now, I've no experience of Anno 1800, I might have seen the occasional YouTube short, but other than that, I have no idea what this game is really about. I reckon a sandbox setting would suit us more, given our playstyle with City Skylines, but let me know if I should play the campaign either in a separate series or in my spare time. And we definitely don't want to be doing a creative mode, right? We want some sort of challenge, at least. So I think we'll dive into a fresh sandbox game together. I think definitely more guidance for me on my first time, but I imagine we can turn this off later on, can't we? I have to choose a portrait. Okay, let's see who we've got here. Some of them are locked by achievements, which is okay. I was hoping for a bald chap to represent the egg, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So let's go with this distinguished looking gentleman with the monocle. We have a logo as well. I guess we'll go for this torch in the cog, seems pretty cool. And we'll change our logo to the OE blue, I guess. Let's go with that. For the player name, this guy looks like he might be in Eggington the 4th. Let's go for that. We'll go for Eggington the 4th, why not? And single player, so I guess we'll start on normal for right now. We can always change this, I guess, in a future game if we do start a new one, but whilst I'm brand new, we'll go for a normal start. Okay, so there's a vastly different control scheme here. This is going to take some getting used to. So we've got some oil springs over here. I believe this game is a lot about chasing the...
Every settlement needs a market.
Okay, we will give a marketplace as well. So we have to start with the marketplace as the heart of your city. It needs to be placed in open space. People can live around it. Okay, wonderful. So what's that going to cost us? $500 and 10 planks, I'm guessing that is it? Timber? Okay. We currently have 60, so I guess we can afford this. Man, not having WASD to move the camera is incredibly alien. That's going to take some real getting used to. But either way, let's place our marketplace in, shall we? So, I guess near to the port would be a good place for this, wouldn't it? So let's maybe set it back a little bit around there. So nobody will be able to reach your marketplace until you build a road to connect it to the trading post. That's going to make a lot of sense, isn't it? So that's going to like tether onto the side of the building, isn't it? I like how it does that. It's pretty cool. I'm really excited to see what the detailing is like in this game as well. I always get a lot of satisfaction from the detailing in these kind of city builder games. So housing people is also essential. Make sure to build their residences near the marketplace and connect them via roads. Okay, wonderful. So let's surround our little marketplace with a road here, shall we? Then how big are these houses? We'll just have farmer residents. Okay, so we can place sort of 2 here. Now, is there a logical place to where I should be putting these? There seems to be industry over here and over by the other side of the coast, so I guess this place here by the livestock on the map, if they're interactable, would be a good spot for our housing. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Anno players watching this and just screaming at what's happening here. Cool, so let's place in our farmers' residences, and we enter the age of agriculture. How wonderful. Very nice indeed. So we need to build 8 of these. Okay. There's a case where we want them close together. It looks like their skin changes every time as well, which is quite cool, isn't it? I guess we'll go for 4 then, and save a little room for our road here. See how that pans out, and we'll bring a road up through the middle for these folks, and I guess just box them in around it. I don't want to really lean too heavy into the grid so soon, but this game kind of forces us to, I guess. So select a residence and observe how farmers slowly move in because you've fulfilled their need for market. Okay, so we gave them market. They also want fish, and they want work clothes as well. Is that the same for every household? It would appear that it is. Okay, so fish seems like another important resource, doesn't it? We'll hopefully be able to do some fishing soon enough. We have no quests at the minute either.
Is rather small. You will have to attract more farmers if you want to make progress.
It will get bigger, I promise you. So yeah, we'll just attract more farmers then. We need to get 50 of them. Okay. Oh, so here's the beautification menu. So we can place trees in already. Only in certain places though. Not too close to a road, I'm guessing. I feel like we shouldn't be doing detailing already. But we'll leave that menu for another time. Ship menu, HMS Solar. We already had a ship supply the water, right?
Attention for the Admiral.
Can we control you? We can send you around. So is it worth perhaps sending him into the fog of war? I don't know if we need him. We'll, we'll wait and see. HMS Solo, away he goes. Can we do some exploring here? The princess runs her family's subsidiary in these parts as steady as a hand she can muster. She'll be glad to interact with you. Just make sure her intentions don't get lost in translation. So, oh, is that her over there? There it is. Oh, she built a lot more farmsteads than me. she built loads more. Hers looks loads better than mine. Really like all the little civilian animations here as well. Nice little like storage props in the marketplace there, isn't there? Okay, so I had no idea that there was other settlements, I guess, within the map itself, which makes sense. So she doesn't have a harbour over here, does she? Is there a way we can enter some kind of diplomacy? Diplomacy menu's down here. So we have the same military and economic strength. And she is a young, uncertain envoy of the Imperial East. Okay. Do you want to get involved in some treaties? How about we request some trade rights? She wants 5 grand. No. Oh wait, a disappointment because I declined? Okay, the diplomacy is already not going outstandingly well, is it? Okay, let's bring the ship back to harbour and we'll focus on our own town for a little bit here, shall we? So the princess has inspired me to build more homesteads for the farmers, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll build, I guess, some more out this way. Try not to use up all of our timber supply. I'm assuming we're going to be getting a method, yeah, by taking wood to a lumberjack's sawmill, I guess, right? We will be able to generate some more timber for the settlement, I hope. Also bring our roads around the back of this as well, so they have a connection, of course. Fabulous, so it looks like we're about to attract a few more farmers. New buildings have been unlocked, wonderful news. Hannah is preoccupied with our timber supply, as am I, Hannah. So we want a lumberjack's hut. I'm assuming there's no kind of noise pollution to this, or I guess we want it obviously within a thick forested area. So let's try and have this more towards our industrial side. There's a lot of oil over here, so I'm guessing this is going to be a good spot for it. Somewhere within 100% radius of the trees, I guess. And then we need to place a sawmill near the lumberjack's hut and connect them with a road. The sawmill will consume wood to produce timber. Wonderful. So I guess just right next door is a good shout, right? These are really pretty assets, aren't they? It's a very pretty looking game. Reminds me a lot of Farthest Frontier. Or I guess Anno came first, so Anno reminds me of Farthest Frontier, I guess. Cool, so they want a road. Let's make sure that we bring these up so everyone's happy. Guess we'll just draw a little box around them here again too. Fantastic.
We put our love into this.
So this is about to be complete. Cultivation area 95%. Timber needs to be stored in either a trading post or a warehouse. Make sure the sawmill has a road connection to one of these within range. So this is our trading post, right? Yeah, a small trading post. Soon we can upgrade this at some point. With loading ramps used. Current goods stored there, etc. Okay. And make sure the sawmill has a road connection to one of these within range. No warehouse in range. Okay, so let's build a small warehouse then. I guess we'll have this on the edge of our industrial sector because we're going to be, I assume at some point, taking advantage of these oil springs over here. So having the warehouse this side, I guess, is going to make the most sense, right? But we'll go for that. Hey, we have a new city status. We are now a village. Wonderful. So we also need to build a fishery now as well, I believe. So your people have certain needs. The most basic of them is food. Farmers will be content with a stable supply of fish for the time being. Pay attention to residents' needs or they might start moving out. Cool. So we need to build a fishery. You can now move multiple objects at once using the move tool. Okay. Is that buildings, is it? We just move buildings. Yes, we can. Wonderful. That is quite handy. Anyway, let's focus on the fish, because these guys are going to want something to eat, I assume. I guess near to the market and the population centre is going to be a good spot. Maybe we can just tether it onto our... I love how the assets merge together like that. That's really cool. Big fan of that. Really, really like that. Hopefully there's going to be a lot more of that. There's any Anno fans watching here as well, you guys will have to let me know if any of the DLCs are worth getting.
Thank you.
Aye, aye.
And would you look at that? There goes one of our little fishing trawlers. Although the HMS Solo is a little bit in the way. I feel like I should be doing something with him. Why don't you go over there? See if we can find another island to make unhappy by rejecting their trade treaties. Ornaments can now be found on their very own menu. Ornaments? Can they? So we also want work clothes now as well. We want a sheep farm. So let's build a sheep farm, shall we? Where do we want our sheep? Do these need to be nearby? What the hell are those? Are they reindeer? Or moose? There's moose over there, isn't there? Okay, that's fine. We're not farming moose.
When I look into your people's faces, I see trouble. Make sure their misery doesn't become a problem.
Oh, we'll try. This is a bit dramatic, mate. We're just getting started. Give us a chance. So, I guess an open pasture would be best for sheep, right? Why don't we drop this? I guess more over toward this side might be quite cool. Or do you want to drop it up here, maybe? Yeah, let's drop it up there. See what happens. And then from that, we also want to make framework knitters, which will be giving people clothes. Happiness is impacted by many factors. For example, the access to luxury goods is also a key one as well. Okay, we'll worry about luxury goods in a second. Let's get basic clothes sorted first of all. Cool. And then scraps as well. What people just want to get wasted. We want a potato farm. Okay. So I guess there's no fertility indicator, is there? So I'm guessing potato farms are good for anywhere. So let's have this, I guess, near to the sheep farm. Would be okay. Have a little bit of farming over here. Of course, they're going to want roads as well, so we'll do that while we're here. Let's go ahead. You have to excuse the camera controls today. It's taking some getting used to, especially after playing so much City Skylines recently. Okay, so now he has something else to complain about, does he? What's wrong? Okay, so we need to add these livestock farms within his region. Is that correct? There we go. Okay, that seems to have worked. And then you want potato farm. So why don't we go for that one there? Is that okay for you? And what's wrong now? No warehouse within range. Okay. I wonder if we connect with a road through here, actually. Would that make that other warehouse in range for you if we start connecting all this together? Let's give it a go. Let's see if this actually connects it in rather than having to build another warehouse. Rather than having to build another one, if we click on this, it seems like we've still got lots more storage room inside. So if we were to grab the relocate button and maybe drop that here instead. There we go. Now it has within range. I guess that's better than building another one, isn't it? And then I did see you complaining as well. Are you okay, Mr. Clothes Shop? I think you are, aren't you? Cool. So what he's transporting the clothes to the warehouse, I'm guessing. It's going to take a while, I think, for me to wrap my head around the production chain here, but we should be okay, I think, in the long term. So we're losing 174 of Villa Frige. I have no idea what that is. Just expenses. Is that our currency, is it? Is that what that's called? Okay. So we're losing a little bit of money, we believe. We'll hopefully not go bankrupt. Okay, so this guy runs the prison island, which looks really cool. Look at this place. Ellie Bleakworth's Harbour. He's got a little army up here as well. This game reminds me a lot of, well, kind of a better version of Age of Empires 3, which I absolutely loved. Cool. We just hit Quaint Village anyway. How are our farmers doing? So we're meeting their needs with fish, not quite clothes yet. Is that the same for everyone? Would appear everyone's roughly about the same value. Is there anything we can do to increase production on here? These guys don't have a lot of wool. So I guess we'll just let that tick over and we'll hopefully have enough clothes to keep people satisfied. Otherwise we can have a little look around our village. Is there anything we can do with the marketplace? No. Now, of course, people want schnapps, don't they? Of all things, when you first establish a settlement, of course, get the schnapps going. So you want a distillery, okay? Yeah, it's going to cost us more, but I think we've got the money to withstand the deficit at the minute. We'll hopefully come out of the deficit sooner rather than later. But they want a distillery now. The distillery seems like a good thing to have by the port. Then again, it would also be a good thing to have by the potatoes, right? I guess maybe by the warehouse. Maybe that would be a good place for the distillery. We'll have that there. Let's also extend some roads down as well. Hopefully make the town a little bit more interconnected. And I assume it's going to be a hot minute before we get into any oil industry, isn't it? So we'll not worry too much about that, although we're going to have to do something about these bison. I don't know if we're going to end up hunting them or farming them. Animal husbandry, is that a thing? Who knows? So we're currently a quaint village. We have 323 attractiveness, 0 culture, 323 nature. Wonderful. All the natural space in the island untouched by civilization. Cool. No festivity, and thankfully no vulgarity, pollution, or instability either. It looks like we've got quite a few mechanics to contend with. And I do believe we do have some new buildings unlocked, do we? We have a fire station, and we've also got a pub. So our current quest is to raise the farmer's happiness up to 20. So fulfilling these needs isn't necessary to upgrading the residents, but doing so will increase powerful benefits. So soap, flour, and sugar will obviously make them happy. So we can upgrade these residents now, can we? So I guess it's a good thing to upgrade our residences, is it? It's going to cost us 4 timber per time, but okay, so they now have a basic need for sausage, bread, soap, and school. Okay. It's now telling us to go, fire risk is increased and build a fire station before there's something to regret. Okay. So I guess this would be a good one to have around our town. I'd love to take some notes out of our cities book here and just set it off on a little road of its own. Something like that. And then can we grab our fire station? Yeah, let's have our fire station just on that corner there. And I think that's going to eat into our deficit a little bit more, isn't it? But we'll hopefully be okay. Let's have a look at these new homes. So these now not called farms residences. They're just content workers, aren't they? Okay, so they have slightly more luxurious homes. I'm very much enjoying the art style of Anno. So let's carry on upgrading some of these homes then. We'll do the ones closest toward the town centre first. Though we are quickly running out of timber. What's wrong with you guys? Insufficient workforce, really? We've also got insufficient workforce in all of our buildings now since we upgraded. Is that because they've become like too high class, is it? And downgrade the residents. Okay, well why, instead of doing that, why don't we see if we can build some more farmers' residences maybe? Will that provide us with more workforce? Again, any Anno experts in the chat, please do feel free to help me out here. As I thought it'd be a little more fun to come in totally blind rather than having some experience in this game. Get those roads running around too. But do we have people living here even though we just built it? I hope we do. Okay, so I think we did just have perhaps too many upgrades here. Yeah, so when we downgrade, we can see that workforce deficit getting lower. So it's definitely a learning experience, isn't it? Does that help you guys if we downgrade some of those farmers again? There we go. Yeah, they've lost all their warnings now. Okay, so it seems we can't upgrade too many of them in one go, because obviously then we lose kind of the bottom of the rung of the ladder of the workforce, I guess. So we'll make sure we don't upgrade too many, just in one instance, I suppose. So the settlement is ticking along quite nicely. I'd love to return to the HMS Solo. So we found another island over here. I want to see if we can contact our lady friend again. Can we want to do a non-aggression pact? She's very unlikely to accept trade rights. Medium to high for non-aggression.
Sweet apricot rain.
Cool. We have non-aggression with her. That's good. Eddington the 4th seems okay, I guess. Is that all we want to do with her? Any other actions we can do? We can flatter her. Ask for a quest, offer a gift, or insult. Can we flatter? She's unimpressed by Eggington the Fourth. How can anyone say no to that mustache? What a surprise. Okay, so we have a non-aggression pact with them that lasts for 5 hours. It doesn't seem the most efficient diplomacy, but that's okay.
Flagship awaiting instructions.
Cool, so what does he have here? He has construction materials and weapons. I guess, do we want to find more islands to colonize with this guy? Is that the purpose of him? Just to see what goes on. We got a warning here. There is a shortage of farm workforce in Villa Friege. Oh, is that the name of our town? It is, isn't it? We're not having that. We'll go for Egmonton, I guess. Cool. It seems to be okay now. It's bounced back out, hasn't it? I think we're okay. I imagine the Anno police we're not happy with that one. We're upgrading all of our workforce in one go, but that's okay. So let's send our workship over to this little, well, not little, quite enormous mountain range over here. See what we can do. This is still our island, right? Yeah, we've got a lot of space to work with. New island has been discovered. Oh. Very cool. So I wonder if all of them are going to be colonized, maybe? See what's going on around here. Because we have to find a shoreline to colonize, right? And there we go, speak of the devil. Oh, so Unsettled Island, it has potato fertility, hops fertility, red pepper fertility, and fur abundance. Okay, is there a way we can check the... Is there a button here for all of our islands, I wonder? Surely there must be. So what does Egmonton have? Potato fertility, grain, nitro deposits, and grape fertility, with oil, zinc, iron, and clay. And then there's other one over here. I guess there is some differences. Limestone, copper. We also got hops fertility here as well. We don't have that over there, do we? Imagine hops is going to be important. These guys already wanted schnapps as soon as they arrived. I imagine at some point they're going to want an actual beer. Cool, so is there a way I can... Oh, hold on. Yeah, there is a little silhouette there of a building, is there? Oh, there we go. Just a click on it. Build trading post on populated island.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
Okay. We now have a new island. Arbsbin, I guess is how you pronounce that. It's really pretty though. It's got a little river going through it. So I guess that used up the resources on the ship, right? Okay, yeah. So there's no one here at the minute, I suppose, so I don't really have to do anything with this. We just, I guess, have claimed it for the time being. I'm hoping that one of the other folks isn't going to come across and attack my trading post. We'll find out, I guess. How's everyone doing over here? Is everyone okay? Resources seem to be ticking along. This deficit is slowly coming down. We still have to raise our farmers' happiness up to 20. What's going to make them happy? A pub? Is that what we need now? Let's go for... There's a big theme of alcoholism already emerging within the game, isn't there? Pub, schnapps and hops.
I am indebted.
You are most welcome, Aaron. Cool. Look at this. Everyone's right up at the pub. Very cool. I'm really enjoying the animation. It definitely feels or reminds me a lot of Age of Empires 3 as well for some reason. I'm enjoying it. A lot of fun. Cool. So everyone's happy here, right? We have a newspaper waiting our approval. The new company takes root. Non-aggression pact. Riot chance. So the happiness debuff is going to cancel itself out. We can edit the newspaper. Austerity. Consumerism. Hypnosis and distraction. I think I'm happy to publish that. You're welcome. I think it would be a good idea to not mess with the press. It's happy newspaper, it's the truth. You're welcome, princess. You're very welcome. Is that gonna... You know, I tried to flatter her and she... she was repulsed by the approach of Eggington IV, but she seems to be happy that we're not doctoring the press, I suppose. Cool. So everything seems to be going alright now. We've got most of our buildings down that we've currently unlocked, which is a good sign. So if we were to head back over to the other island, which we also need to name, which has got big peaks on it, hasn't it? Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Dolomites or the Alps. Egamites, yes. Have those over here. And then, is it the same process we want to start here? We want to place a marketplace first. I feel like this is a little, a little too soon to be doing this, to start another island. But we'll go for it. I guess we'll build it. So yeah, Egamites becomes a quaint settlement, okay. Each of the settlements across the islands will maintain different levels, eventually establishing some kind of empire, if not also running into other settlements. Yeah, you can see loads of different islands through that fog of war now, can't we? There's loads more over here. Okay, lots to explore then. Whose is this? This is the princess, isn't it? Princess Queen. Good inspiration for layouts already. She's got workers' residences here. Okay. I feel like she's outbuilding me. I want my settlement to look like that. Let's grow Egmonton then. Let's come back into our housing. We'll have some farmer residences. Do some roads first. That's just to make sure we allocate that space. Bring this one down. We'll also do a little road by the harbour as well. And then we will fill out with some more farm residences here. Let's do that one. Move that road over a touch as well. We'll see if we can squeeze some more population in on this island. We'll see how well that goes. It's a little trading post here as well. So we currently don't have any quests. I guess we just got to bring this down then, right? You want to maybe upgrade some more of these homes now. It does take away our workforce though, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, we're not quite ready to upgrade those homes yet. I guess we just need more farming workforce in, don't we? So let's head back to the Egamites Island. We do have people over here. And we'll build some farm residences out here, I suppose. Let's go for some houses this side. Not marketplace. There we go. And provide these with a little road as well. I'm interested to see if there's any kind of like road hierarchy system to follow in this game, or if like paths are just pathways, whether or not that actually kicks into play later on. There's to connect farm residents to a marketplace. Free market. Who is this? Oh, did we miss? Oh yeah, this one doesn't have a road, does it? You fool. That would be why they're not connected, wouldn't it? Can we get involved in some detailing? So look at our beautification menu. You got a modest park. Apple tree. A well. Well, seems like it'd be a good thing to have in the town, wouldn't it? We do a little tree line here as well. That's quite nice, isn't it? Also temperate forest, fir trees. Okay. Seasons as well. Ornaments. Passenger billboard. Billboards we can place. Bella O'Mara is a self-made woman, though her methods are not what one might call conventional. She's a ruthless rival. But if you deal with her, you might find out she's not without heart. Okay. Let's have a little chat to Beryl O'Mara then. She is a lot weaker than us militarily, but a lot stronger than us with the economy. Will you succumb to the flattering nature of Eggington IV?
I'd prefer not
She hates
to
it, she's repulsed, everyone is, it's fine. Right, so trade rights, absolutely zero chance and zero chance of non-aggression. Could I offer you a gift?
Let's keep that one on the quiet.
She wants to keep it quiet, okay, so Eggington IV is her side piece essentially, that's fine. But we're both at peace with them, and I guess they're not too angry, and we're both much stronger than them with the military strength as well. Although saying that, I have no idea where my military is, so I have no idea. Oh, hello. Who are you?
They know
Oh, it's
how
her,
to
it's
be
Barrel.
followed.
Okay, Barrel's alright. For now, anyway. We'll have to wait and see what happens with her. Cool, so let's see what we can do over here on the Eggamites island, shall we? So let's go for a fishery. Do we want a fishery here? This is those things that would be to do a lumberjack hut, wouldn't it? So let's go for in the deep dark forest over this way. Draw a road over here. Our competitor raised a settlement, did they? Where's this? That was Beryl, wasn't it? Beryl was just gone over to that island. Okay, well, we'll see what Beryl gets up to. I'm assuming it's the same process here, right? We want to just set up the basics here, a lumberjack. Let's also get a sawmill on the go as well. Okay, so it's almost like the workers here, the farm workforce is like a cost, isn't it? Like an actual resource. Okay. That's okay then. We'll have our lumberjack slightly further out here. I'll make sure he also has a road connection as well. And that should give the Eggamites at least a footing, right? It's got a little population, a market, and some processing. You probably want fish as well, though, I bet. Let's do that. We'll also hook them in with a road as well. Let's also bring another one up out this way. And I guess we'll also bring it down. So the Eggamites looks like it needs a bit more population. Is that the workforce? Missing goods? Yeah, well, you'll get them from the lumberjack, won't you? Then again, I guess you want a small warehouse, don't you, here? So let's have our warehouse here on the corner. And then we'll also build some more farmers' residences over here as well. I feel like this layout here is significantly better than what we did on... I've already forgotten the name of it. What was that other town called? Egmonton. There we go. So everyone's happy here. We've got a big surplus now. So I reckon we can upgrade some of these homes, right? Because we have that worker force available. Yes, and it adds it to our workers. Yeah, so farmers go to being workers. Okay, I'm slowly wrapping my head around this. We'll get there eventually. We are still making quite a big loss though. So we're making money on residents and newspaper, but we still got a lot of issues with money coming in. So I reckon we just need more population, right? That seems like it's going to be the next logical step for me. So let's place down some more farm residences here. We've got a lot of timber, so we'll keep all this going. And let's also save room for a road coming in there. We always misplace these when we place them down. There we go. And then we'll have a few more farmers knocking around here too. So I guess it's essentially bringing in taxpayers, right? We like the road tool, how it just sort of like flows and sort of knows where you want to take it. I guess the more workers we'll have, the more money we'll make, and the more workforce we've got to make production, right? Seems pretty self-explanatory. Any upgrades you want to make to these buildings? I don't know if that's possible. We can adjust working conditions, so what's this? We can increase productivity or a reduction in happiness, essentially. Okay, so let's do a 5% increase for 0 reduction. That seems like a fair trade-off, right? I can't imagine 5% is an enormous amount there. I guess it depends, it's 5% of what though, doesn't it? Okay, so these folks are whinging, that's fair enough. Insufficient workforce. Ah, I didn't draw roads out to these guys, did I? Wonder how many times we're gonna do that over the course of playing Anno together. You have to let me know if you want to see more of this as well, guys. If it's not for you, please feel free to let me know. Equally as much if you really want to see more and think we should dive into some of the DLCs, because I believe there is a fair few of them for Anno. You have to let me know which ones we can get and exactly what they do. Right, so hopefully that increase in workforce on the island is going to help keep these guys stocked up. Need more farm hands, I know you do, love, but they're on their way, I promise you. They are being built here, although again we've not got vast amounts of timber, have we? I do like how the resources and all the demographics just change depending what island you're looking at. That's a really cool system. I really like that. It'd be cool if some cities Skyline had something like that actually. Like different sort of counties or cities you set up had their own sort of mini economies and supply chains, etc. I really like that system. Cool, so we're really close to coming out of this deficit now. Just about -2. There we go. So we got some good global population. Does it break it down by, yeah, the old world? So we got Eggamites and Egmonton as well. So there's finance in here too, storage, production. I think a lot of it is just spending time with this game, isn't it, to get there? But we have now come out the deficit, and we've hit. Oh, resident quest. What's this? What is this? Jump to location. Yeah, you can have it, princess. Yeah, there you go. You're very welcome. So she seems happy with that. We just gave her an island. Oh yeah, oh god. There's lots going on. There's a lot going on. So what's going on over here? Where's this resident quest?
Please, couldn't muck me out, could you?
Farmer offers me a photography quest. Photography. Me child's a firefighter's fanatic. He wishes to join the local squad if he grows up. Yeah.
I've somewhat to put before a townsperson.
She wants a picture of the fire station, right? Is that what you want?
We'll gather and toast your elf.
You're very welcome. And she gave me a fine fishing net for that, did she? Is that something that's used at the fishery? Who knows? I have no idea what that was. But she seemed happy anyway. And she gave us a fishing net. So we can't really complain. Otherwise, guys, this episode's starting to get a little bit too long. So we'll wrap up part 1 of our Anno series there. Please do let me know if you want to see more of this. There's, I'm sure, a lot more to explore in Anno as we play together. And please do let me know if you've enjoyed it and indeed want to see more. Otherwise, massive shout out to all the patrons supporting the channel. Special roll call to Felix Wilkinson. Really appreciate all the support you guys drop on the channel. And I hope you do enjoy our new Anno series. Otherwise, let's thank you all so much for watching. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.